I feel like I turned the music down way too low, didn't I? It sounded really quiet.
It's all right.
Let's crank it for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the worst open for a show, and I've done some terrible opens for Hey We're Talking. That was one of the worst. No.
Maybe it's me.
I fiddled. Look, see, I'm fiddling with the volume over here. It's because I'm trying... You know, we're using Mimo. This is bad. Yeah. We shouldn't let Ben on know. But I'm using Mimo Live.
We'll cut that bit out.
And I'm using my trackpad to try and turn the volume up and down on this. And I had it at the right thing, but I messed with it. Screwed up. I blew it.
You need a mouse.
I know, but don't you have like I like the trackpad. It's nice.
Trackpad's nice. Oh, that's right. You use iMac, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm a MacBook.
You use a Mac? Yeah, but you're on a
MacBook,
Mac.
Yeah.
But you have a little trackpad built into your MacBook.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's the latest one too, so it's all like.
And you have that dumb touch bar.
Don't get me started.
Don't you?
I don't. I didn't get the touch. I didn't fall for Apple's little. Ooh, gotta get the touch bar.
That thing is so stupid. It's stupid.
I still want physical buttons. I want to. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get me started talking on tech. This will be 20 minutes like that.
Tech is hard, right?
But I love tech.
I do too. Well, you're a male. You can't help it. Is that sexist?
I think.
Is that sexist that I said that? Are there females out there who really love tech?
I think there are. 100%.
Hey, ladies.
Anyway, thanks for having me back on.
Yeah, ladies, just if you want to love tech, you're welcome to join us. We have no...
Yeah.
There's nothing inside of us that's like, hey, no tech.
Put a comment below.
Yeah.
If you like tech or not.
Hey, ladies, if you're listening and you like tech...
hi, ladies.
Put a little comment below.
Oh, hi, Mark.
And we had to say, oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi.
This is Mark Ensbey.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, what's funny?
No, let me cut in. And
yeah.
That oh hi, Mark, I had never heard that until I met you.
I know. And aren't you glad that now you know it?
Oh, hi, Mark.
I do.
It's
and
so
now I know
great.
what it's from, and I can associate with it. Now I get the joke. Yeah.
Have you watched it? Or you just seen that clip? You've just seen that clip?
I've just seen the clip.
Yeah. The movie is terrible. Just terrible.
Now, you've said that, but I almost want to watch it just so
you should.
The full picture.
He finally put it... It's fully available on YouTube now for free. You can watch the whole thing.
Ooh.
But it's...
Okay.
But listen, first of all, I always put this out there because people need to know this. It's got like 3 intense lovemaking scenes in the first 10 minutes, okay? So just be prepared. You're going to see weird stuff. It's not done well. Not that I want to see a bunch of love scenes in a movie, but it's horribly done. I mean, it's just terrible. It's
almost
terrible.
To the point of being comedic, would you say?
Yes, very much so. If you haven't seen The Disaster Artist, watch that and you'll understand what a disaster the film was. Hence the name, The Disaster Artist. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So Mark is joining us again today, and I wanted to bring him back because Mark has, like, probably, I would say, as a young man, if you were into sports at all, you dreamt of either being an actual athlete or being involved in sports of some kind, and you are, like, literally involved in sports. Tell everybody what you do as your kind of like your day job, although it's not in the daytime usually, right?
No, daytime, nighttime.
Okay.
Across the weekend. Anytime from Thursday night to Sunday twilight.
Okay.
I am a professional. Now, this is where the USA-Australian connection might be a little bit fuzzy, but I'm a professional Australian rules football umpire, which is, over to you, a referee.
Well, we have umpires in baseball, but yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm a professional AFL goal umpire.
Yeah. So tell them what that means. What do you do?
So what does that mean? Let me get my props I've prepared.
Okay, he's got props.
So this is my work area.
Okay.
4 goal posts.
Yeah.
And I stand on this side, which is the outside of the goal line, and I adjudicate which side the ball goes through, if it's a goal, if it's not. I basically have ginormous footballers trying to kick a ball through those posts at my head at full pace.
Okay, now, football in all of the world is soccer to us, okay?
Soccer.
Now, you are not playing soccer. This is
No.
like very similar to when I look at it, when I've watched, because after I knew you did this, I tried to watch some games so I could see you in the games.
Yeah.
And it's similar to me. It's like a cross between rugby and American football in some ways. Very little American football, though. Very little, except for the people hit each other.
The hits. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's got a lot of rugby-ish stuff going on, but at the same time, it's so different than anything else. It's completely
Yeah.
different.
It's definitely a sport that encapsulates what Australians like to do.
Hit
in
each
their
other?
sport. Hit each other. Like, we are, and they no pads. They go each other.
No pads.
Full pelt. Like, you'd be seeing somebody knocked out once across a weekend.
Oh my gosh.
In the 8 to 10 games a weekend, I reckon.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is not good because
No.
it's not good for sport. These poor blokes are going out there putting their lives on the line to go hard at each other.
Yeah.
But it's sport.
Do they get paid in Australia? Do the Aussie rules guys get paid tons of money or no?
Yes,
Okay.
for Australian sport. So I don't know what that equates to for you guys, but I think one of our biggest players might be on maybe $1 million a year.
That's
Australian.
it?
So
That's it?
yeah.
There's like guys like in basketball here in the NBA. Like I think LeBron James makes like $30 million a year or something like that.
Yeah.
That's
We're a small
crazy.
country. We're a big country with less people.
But they probably make so much money off of those games.
Oh,
Tell me, those
phenomenal.
guys
I mean-
are probably so rich, right? The
Yeah.
owners and stuff, they have to be like super rich.
you would think so. There's
How
a
many-
lot of money. It's the biggest company in Australia, the AFL or the Australian Football League. Like it's mega.
That means that
Mega.
those guys are not getting paid enough money. Okay, so how many teams are there in the Aussie?
18.
18 teams.
18
And-
teams across the whole of Australia, except for Northern Territory and Tasmania. Although Tasmania has 8 games a year in our state.
Do they just come and
18.
do a game there, though? It's not like you don't have your own
Yeah.
team? Okay.
No team, but they have games.
And is New Zealand completely different? They're not even in the mix, right?
No, they're not even in the mix. But we did used to play a game once a year there up until 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
We play in China, though, now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, China's
Yeah.
the new thing. Everybody's going there because all of a sudden China's like, hey, we're open for business. We got like a couple
Yeah.
billion people here. We're willing to pay some money to do some stuff. So that's the next frontier. They've actually, now I'm a hockey fan, okay? Ice hockey. And found that out the hard way. I thought Creaky liked ice hockey, but he was talking about field hockey with his kids. So
Oh, that's a big letdown.
I know. I was all excited that there was like an Australian guy who liked ice hockey. And then I was talking to him and he was like, oh, no, field hockey. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyway,
Where's your sound effect? Yeah. Oh.
I do need one for that, don't I? The only thing I have for that right now is
I'm making the coffee.
I don't know why I wanted to play that, but I did.
That was from last episode.
I know, but I
you didn't
I
even
reuse them. No, I use them all over again. So the thing I was going to say is they've actually in the NHL, which is the National Hockey League here, they've started playing games in China too. Like they do an exhibition game, and then they've actually had a couple of teams who are playing in China, real games, and I'm just kind of like, really? It's amazing to me to think that someday there might be. We'll probably be dead and gone when it's big, though. Don't you think? Do you think it's going to happen soon?
I don't think it's going to be massive soon. It'll be. I think the first time they played an Australian rules game in China, they had 10,000 people, which
Okay.
is pretty good for a country that has never heard of AFL before. They said, "Hey, bring the sport over here." And I think there was a few more last year, but like you're saying, they want something to happen there, and they've got the infrastructure, they've got the money, and they've got the population to just say, "Hey, bring a sport over. We'll we'll make sure there's people there.
Yeah.
It's
They'll.
good for.
I mean, they're
it's good for
communists, so they
sport.
make them go. They just say you have to go to the game today.
Yeah.
If
you go.
If you
It's
want
your turn.
if you want your bread and your toilet paper today, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. Okay.
No, of course.
So explain. Let's try to get the basic rules down in Australian rules football, because
Oh, here we go.
this is, I've asked you this before and it was tough to understand. So what's the goal? What happens
The
here?
goal. Oh, here we go.
There's
Let me
the
get my
goal,
prop again.
right?
The goal
Uh-huh.
is to literally kick a football through the two big posts.
Okay. And what do you
Without
get?
being
How many
touched.
points do you get if you do that?
You get 6 points.
Okay, so that's similar to American football. We get 6 points
Yeah.
for a touchdown. Okay.
So if you get it between a big post and a little post, you get 1 point.
Okay.
That's like, hey, you tried.
Yeah.
Here's a point. You almost got it.
So that's the extra kick in American football. But how do they get to the point where they can kick the ball?
So our fields are like between 100 and 120 meters long.
Okay.
And no, it's longer than that. 150 meters long.
So that's
And-
that's like a football field and a half in America, probably, because we're 100 yards, which is 300 feet.
yeah. And the width, so we have an oval-shaped oval, and the width can vary between 70 to 80 meters.
Okay.
And every ground that is in the Australian Football League is a different dimension. They are all
Really?
roughly the same.
Okay.
But like over in Perth, the stadium before it got redeveloped over in the last couple of years was actually one of the narrowest grounds. I think it was 70 odd meters wide, where the
Okay.
MCG in Melbourne, I think, is like 85.
Okay.
Like it's almost a rounder surface. So
Okay.
yeah, the whole idea is to kick the ball to your teammate. If they mark it, they get a free kick to another teammate. And within a goal range, you get your big kickers to try and kick it through the goals.
Okay.
You can't, when you run with the football, every 10 to 15 meters, you have to bounce it to yourself or you have to kick it on. And you can't pass it like touch football. You have to punch it.
Okay, so you have to punch it, but you said something about marking it. What does that mean?
Yeah, so that means one of your teammates or another player has taken the ball, grabbed the ball, taken a mark, a catch,
Okay.
uncontested.
Okay.
So he.
But
he
in the
takes a
midst
catch.
of all this, there are people like from the other team ramming into you, right? If they can.
Yeah, absolutely. So think ice hockey. So your opponent's
Yeah.
job is to take everybody else out around the ball so that your team gets the ball or the defending team gets the ball.
And they can they tackle each other? Can you
Yes,
take a guy all the
yes.
way down to the ground? And
Yes.
then when that happens,
Has to be from head to sort of knees. You can't ankle tap or knee take someone's
Yeah.
legs out, and
Yeah.
you can't go head high.
okay. But I'll tell you, one of the games I watched, it seemed like they were two teams that really did not like each other. There was a lot of like smacking each other and like there was like I almost felt like there was some punches thrown. Can you get kicked out for punching?
Yeah, so punching is not allowed, but they
There's
try
a lot
and
there's a lot of smacking, like pushing and I
Yeah,
don't
so
know. It got a
you're
little
allowed to-
testy.
yeah, you're allowed to push and shove and bump. So you'll hear in Australian football the bump,
Yeah.
which is basically just like
Yeah.
knocking each other around to try and make it super
Oh, I
serious.
just
But
made
yeah,
it
there are some teams that are just too bright. Yeah,
I
You
had
need
to. It's get like now in America, it's almost 5:00 here, and it's getting dark.
Yeah, we'll see in Australia. It's 9 o'clock here, so
So you've got plenty of daylight. I got nothing left. I'm losing.
I'm on the good side.
I'm
yeah.
losing
You're
it.
running out of light.
That's the other thing I forgot to mention. You're about to be in summertime, and I'm going
Oh,
into
yes.
winter here. You're all excited. You're
I-
going to have warm temperatures. I'm freezing my butt off.
Yeah, but here in Tasmania, we had snow last night on the peaks of our mountains again. So,
But
like,
it's a mountain,
2 days.
though. That
Yeah,
means
but
it's
down to
really high
1,000
up. It's not high.
Yeah, but it's not like
It's not like Mount
massive. It's
Everest or
only-
something. Yeah.
No, I think it's only 1,900 meters high.
Okay.
So we have snow down to half that mountain.
Okay.
So 1,000 meters above sea level, which is like we're in spring. 2 days ago it was 30 degrees, which is
See, everybody here is going 30 degrees. That's freezing. No, 30 degrees
that's like
Celsius.
your 100.
It was 100 degrees?
What's 30 degrees Celsius in,
Oh my gosh. Hey, Google.
in Fahrenheit?
How much is 30 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
30 degrees Celsius equal 86 degrees.
86 degrees Fahrenheit.
86. So
Not
is that
100.
hot for you?
It's warm. It's warm.
Yeah.
Like when
Well,
you get
that's-
into the 70s, that's when it's like, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's when you start to go,
See-
that's nice.
See, 30 degrees in Tasmania is, I want to die.
86
That's
degrees? Is it like really
that's
super
like-
humid or what is it?
Yeah, humid, hot. Like our national average across the year would probably be 15 to 16 degrees Celsius, which is probably your, what was that? Almost just under 3. So what's that? 40, 45?
I don't know. Probably like that. I can ask
Which is-
Google again, but it's not good for the podcast. It's boring. I mean, we
Yeah, no, it
could.
is.
I could. Hey,
Let's talk
Google.
about tech again.
How, what is 15 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
15 degrees Celsius equal 59 degrees.
59 degrees. That's nice. That's nice. Now that I moved
60,
back
yeah.
to Michigan, see, I was living in the south part of America, so in
Yep.
South Carolina. Now, 60 degrees there, you're starting to get into like cooler temperatures. But 60 here, man, you're opening the windows on your car. You're like
Yeah.
putting on T-shirts and shorts and flip-flops, man. You're all excited because you've been living through the frozen tundra for 6 months. So you're ready. That's what
You're
happens
about
here.
you're about to hibernate, aren't you?
Oh, dude, I'm so scared going back. I mean, I grew up here, so I'm used to the cold. And we have a listener, by the way, named Kaylee. She gets mad whenever we talk about it being like when we talk about our weather. She's like, okay, we get it. It's cold. And I just want to be like,
Yeah.
look, I left this state just so I didn't have to be cold anymore. And then I came back.
Yep.
I never thought I was going to come back. I mean, I thought I would come back eventually, but all my family's here. So it just
See,
happened.
That's the same with me. So I grew up in Queensland, Brisbane, so north hot.
Yeah.
And I've moved with my wife to Tasmania. It's a lot cooler. Like during winter, our daytime averages are like 7 degrees Celsius, 8 degrees
Do I
Celsius.
need to ask
So, like,
Google
it's-
again? Hey, Google.
No, 7, 14,
What
21, like 29, 20.
Google's going to be like, I don't know what you're asking. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, the funny thing is, though, when people are watching this back, everyone's Google HomePods are going to be going nuts. And so they'll probably just not even watch this far because they'll be like, oh, they're talking to Google again. Stop it.
You know, Google, unlike Siri, probably. Ooh, I just went out. I went there. I think it's harder to set off the Google than it is the Siri because I've heard a lot of
No.
people's Siris go off.
I'm opposite. Siri's starting to learn who is asking. So there are times when my wife can't even ask my Siri stuff because it knows me.
Right.
Whereas, like Benon the other day on his live stream, his 4-minute live stream, go and check Benon out at Gives a Minute.
Yeah, Gives a
there's
Minute.
There's a little plug.
Yep.
He was talking about Google. And like my Google went off like 3 times during his segment.
No. Really?
Seriously. But if he says the Hey Siri command, nothing.
Okay. Did it happen when
What
you
word?
just said it? Did your Siri pop up when you just said that?
No, because I didn't say it in the format that I normally would say it.
Okay.
So I said it in just the normal monotone voice.
Okay.
Because it knows if
It
I'm actually
knows.
wanting to talk to it.
Right.
See if I go, hey Siri, bang, it popped up.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
They're very clever.
Mark, I used to be
Apple's watching this.
hardcore Apple fanboy, so
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
I am. I'm
switched.
I'm Apple all the way. Like, are you Samsung now?
No, not Samsung. No, I have a Google Pixel phone. But I did that because I could get cheaper cell service with it. So it was all about cheaper cell service. That's it.
See,
Or
I
as you
switched-
guys call it, mobile.
mobile service.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mobile. Cell.
Okay.
So I'm an Apple fanboy, but I switched to Samsung a year or so ago because I wasn't happy with Apple's technology. See,
Yeah.
that's when they brought the S8 Plus out with the Infinity display, and I'm like, I don't want Apple anymore. I want like the best screen technology.
Yep.
And then I used it for 6 months, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why I love Apple. It
Yep.
takes me 20 minutes to just do one thing on a Samsung phone.
Yep.
And now I'm
Yeah,
Apple all the way.
Samsung's got all sorts of, man, this is a whole nother episode, but Samsung has
gonna
all
have-
sorts of
you're gonna have
bloat
to get me back.
software. All sorts of bloat software. There's stuff on it so that's the difference. Like with my Pixel, it's just straight Android Google. It's like just Android. So there's
Yep.
none of this garbage extra stuff that's like the Samsung apps that you have to use. It's completely different. All right, listen, we're going to wrap it up again. But, Mark, you're definitely coming back, man. We had fun, didn't we?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We'll have to
Thanks
do
for
this
having me on again.
No problem. So go check out Mark's YouTube channel, Mark Ensbey, and then check out the Roight Stuff. That's his live streaming. It's fun.
And go Lions.
Yes, they're gonna stink. They're gonna get beat so bad. But yes,
That's
go
another
Lions.
show.
Yeah, it's a whole nother show. But I had fun, and we should again talk about Australian rules football because we just scratched the surface. Really,
We did.
I want to know, like, you are probably very demonstrative in the end zone, aren't you? When you do, like, did they score and all that kind of stuff? You have flags or something you put up, right?
Flags, and I got like signals.
Yeah. And Creaky said that people throw things at you. They throw the ball back at you.
We have security guards behind us.
But
so that
have you
doesn't
been
happen
hit?
anymore. But with the ball, yeah. So
Yeah.
if they kick a ball like up into the far tier, they try and lob it back to hit me. It's a dangerous
so
game.
sad. Are you always aware when it goes up there? Are you just like, man, that thing's definitely going to try to... Someone's definitely going to try to hit me.
100%. Because that's the job. And that's just a part of it. And like, we're talking about... This is going to have to be on another episode, but we're talking about the MCG where the distance from where it can be kicked from is 50 meters above my head. So when that thing's coming down...
Yeah, it probably hurts. All right, Mark, you're going to have to come back. There's so much more to talk about. And we could do a whole show on tech. Oh my gosh. All right.
We need to start a podcast.
We should. There we go. We should do that. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Mark, thanks for being here. We'll talk with you guys soon. Until then, bye.
See ya.